Thanks, Lee. Morning, everyone. Morning, everyone. This is Makoya Rundown. My name is KG. We are here Monday to Friday, 20 past 10. We listen to Ask a Man and we weigh in on the issues of the day. And at around half 11, we move over to our own segment, Talk to Me Twana, where we talk about anything and everything that we hold dear to our hearts. That's a segment where we learn much more things that matter to us. You can bring your own issues. You have a question about something. You just want all 50 something of us here to. There we go.
I am. I need to be positive. This is important.
That's my girl. Anonymous, before we continue, here are the house rules. Respect is the foundation of our conversation. Maintain respectful language. Refrain from any swearing or use of profanities. Our responsibility is to protect your identity, and your responsibility, Anonymous, is to kindly extend the same courtesy to protect the identity of the people or the person you'll be speaking about. That includes area codes as well. Anonymous, if you are in agreement with these terms, please confirm by stating, I agree. However, if you do not agree, that's okay, but your positivity is just inspiring us to just do this. Do you agree, Anonymous?
I agree.
Let's go. We're listening, my queen.
Okay, so hey guys, you. Okay, so my partner and I. Oh, sorry. Morning, Samsung. Morning, Naked. I'm sorry.
Good morning. Good morning, Anonymous.
Good morning.
So, guys, my partner and I have been dating for the past 9 months, right?
Yeah.
And when we met, he was briefly open about his past as to it was toxic and it was heavy, but he's never ever been deep into saying what exactly happened. You understand? So he and I met and we had a spark and we hit things on. It was great. He's in his mid-40s and I'm in my mid-30s. So even though he said he's not sure if he's able to love, but he was like, you know what, I want to settle down because, you know, I'm getting old and I really want to be loved. And I was like, you know what, I'm at a point where like, and I just want to be loved and accepted and appreciated. So we said, okay, let's do this. It was amazing. We live in different towns, so we only see each other on weekends, right? Guys, we would spend the weekend indoors watching movies. He never let me out of his sight. You know when someone holds your hand even when you're sitting on the couch? That was us.
Okay.
He's got 2 kids, but I'm close with the young one because I'm always with her, and I have a son. So I've gone to fall in love with his daughter, and my son just loves him, like he adores him. Now, the issue is, okay, things were fine, and then we got into our first argument, and it was like, grrr, everything just went downhill, because now he was distant. Okay, you're distant, we tried to talk about it, but my issue is, even then, whenever he would do something that I don't like, when I bring it to the table, he just shuts it off, like when you like drama, you know, you don't like peace and whatever, it turns into an argument. So I would just say, okay, you know what, let's be patient with this person. He seems like a really great guy, and I want to make things work. Okay, we pushed. But what he doesn't know is I've always known from the beginning, and I know it's wrong, guys, but I've always been reading his messages. So sometimes I will address it, or, okay, I know you're doing this, but sometimes I'll just let it go for the sake of peace. But it's at a point where he's emotionally detached in a way that he doesn't want to touch me. He doesn't want to spend time with me. Like when he fetches us most weekends, even then, he will leave us there and he will go about with his life. So we'll be at his house and I'll be doing what I need to do. I'll be doing the cleaning, the cooking, guys, everything. So that when he comes back, he comes to a nice, clean home. But guys, 90% of the time, from then to date, when he does come back, he comes back drunk. Super drunk to the point where he gets in the house, he sits down and he passes out.
Okay, Anonymous,
Yes?
before you go on, when you said you go through his messages, you left us hanging.
Yeah, you did.
So in these messages, is he talking to other women? Is he talking to his friends? Is he, okay.
No, there's other women that he is entertaining. I just don't know how far it goes yet, but there's those texts so you can see, hi, how are you, babe? How's your day? Whatever, you know? So I don't know how far it goes when they're not chatting, because I can, like normally I just read the chat and then I just,
So
let it
basically,
go.
when he's drunk, this is your opportunity to go through his phone, or you've hacked his WhatsApp or something.
Absolutely. No, when he's drunk and the text would be coming in, I check.
Okay, let's continue.
So the issue was, okay, he's becoming distant. He started to drift away. On weekends, when I'm there, he's not there. And it will just be me and the kids. And when he's around, it's like he's in his own thoughts, you understand? He's deep in his own thoughts. And this would be a weekend, right? And he would wake up Saturday, leave, out to the chores, comes back home, he's drunk, he sleeps. Wakes up in the morning, it's a Sunday. He parties and he leaves again. And on the times when he is there, like, I would raise issues like, why don't you give me quality time? Be with me, hold me, hug me, kiss me, And he'll tell me, no, when you don't understand, I've been through a lot, please be patient with me. I'm like, okay, I can be patient, but you are creating a space in me, you understand? And my issue is, the more I'm there, and the more time I'm spending with his child, the more I'm getting attached. And the more my son becomes attached, the more I feel like we can make this family work, you understand? We can build this family. But the simple things, guys, let me tell you, this guy has never in 9 months taken me out on a date. Ever. Wow. Every time I mention this, he'll tell me, when utalile, drama, just be patient, baby, it's going to happen. But my thing is, how long is this patience supposed to be, guys? And another thing is, he's never even told me that he loves me verbally. Ever in the 9 months that I've been with him.
Anonymous, when did you get to a point where you felt comfortable to be able to introduce him to your kid?
It was about 2 months, I think.
2 months into the relationship?
Into the relationship. Because from the first day we met, every weekend after that we were together. So it happened quickly, but it happened.
And did you say to your kid, come meet uncle that can't say I love you?
So at that point when he met him and he wasn't able to say those words, for me, I was like, okay, it's still early. Let me not rush things like that. You understand? For me, I was like...
But let me rush and introduce my child.
Yeah, that happened. Because I get when you're in love, you want to spend time with this person.
When you are in love. Remember, he hasn't said it. He hasn't said it.
Yes.
Okay.
Here's me. I'm in love, and I want to be with this person as much as I can because I hardly see him throughout the week. So every opportunity that I get, I want to spend time with my person,
So, I am in love with him. I'm not sure whether he loves me or not, or where this is going. But let me introduce my child to him. It makes perfect sense to you, no?
I mean, look, I get you, but I took his word, because remember, like I said, initially when we met, the conversation was, we are working towards a relationship for long term, The conversation was, we are not here to play around because we have both played around and we both don't want that anymore.
Okay, we both don't want that anymore. Let's stop right there. Headlines and we'll come back, okay?
Okay.
Thank you, Anonymous.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Guys, like, please let's respect. Please, man. No hate speech here, guys. Please. So it's okay.
Sure, boss. Everyone, keep on tapping the screen. All 130 something of you, you're welcome again. Those who are joining us for the first time, we are Makoya Rundown. We are here Monday to Friday, 20:10, and we listen to Ask a Man. And after that, around 11:30, we have our own segment, Talk to Me in Twana, where we can talk about anything and everything that you bring, or I bring, or we bring, things that matter to us. So, welcome. And yeah.
Ask a Man.
All right, Anonymous, allow me this moment to just give everyone listening now a bit of a summary. You'll let me know if I'm just going left or right, or if you're going in the right direction. So Anonymous has been with her partner for the last 9 months. And at the beginning of their relationship, her partner did mention that he had been in some toxic relationships prior to them getting together, right? Now, Anonymous says he's been a good partner, but they had a big fight, just one fight, and things change after that. Now, Anonymous says her partner is now seemingly emotionally detached. Long distance relationship, by the way. Anonymous also says she's been texting on his phone, and which has obviously revealed cozy relationships with other women. And Anonymous also says she has never heard an "I love you" from this man in the 9 months they've been together, introduced kids, etc. Anonymous, are we good?
Yes.
Okay, please continue before the big question, what do you need assistance and advice with?
Okay. So my thing is, when all those emotional things were not present, he and I will still talk every day, like we talk every day of the week, and on weekends we are still there with him. And on the times when he is there, once in a while, he'll be present, and I would feel like, okay, maybe there is hope, maybe we can do this. But recently, he's
Leroy, you are mute, dog. Unmute.
when I raise something that I don't like, it becomes an argument. He will tell me things like, nah, I'm stubborn, nah, I always like starting fights and whatnot. So my thing is, how do I communicate my feelings with him? Because he'll always tell me, no, he's going to work on things, he's going to change things. So number one question is, how long does it take for someone to fix habits that you've constantly raised that you don't like?
Listen, you're asking very valid questions, but also on my end, who asked who out here?
So he started the conversation of, can we make this work? Can we try things out,
Okay.
So he started that conversation.
Okay, can you be my girlfriend?
No, but it went to, okay, so this is, we met and we had a great weekend. I like what we're doing. Can we try to make things work, And I said, look, if you are willing to make things work, I can give you a chance. Let's build something.
Okay.
How long, from your last relationship to this relationship, how long was the gap?
When I met him, I was in a toxic relationship that had ended, but I was still in it.
Yeah. So how long between? How much break did you take?
Not long technically, because I'm saying I was in a relationship that was over, but not over. So me and my then partner were not romantically together in any way. But however, we had not officially broken up, but there was no relationship between us. It was just the thing which me and this person are dating, but there was no communication, no,
Okay. So you dated this guy, the current one, whilst you were physically in that other relationship?
Yes.
Okay.
So basically, he's a DJ.
Both the relationships sound the same to me.
Yeah, actually, that's where I am now.
Of course.
Currently, right now, we had another argument, or rather another fight. I was somewhere this weekend, and when I came back, something in me. Oh, no. Let me actually start it here. A couple of weeks ago, there was this one particular lady that I raised a concern about.
Of course.
That there's something about this lady, and I'm not liking it. As usual, we got into a fight, and he blamed me for it, because every time I raise something, I get blamed for it somehow. Last week, the same lady was busy calling, texting, and whatnot. And I raised it in the morning. I said, well, you were blacked out here. This person kept on doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, it's not a nice feeling, obviously, seeing your partner's phone with the same name that you've raised before. And I raised it, and again, he denies it. Okay. Now, this past weekend, something in me says, hi, man. I'm uncomfortable about something, And I go through that chat, and I go specifically to her, and it turns out that after those many calls from her, during the week they slept together. That finished me. That broke me. That killed me. And when I raised it with him, as always, he wasn't even interested in having the conversation. As we speak, he's kept his distance. The only thing that he's worried about is the fact that, why did I go through his phone? He's not even worried about the fact that this breaks me. He's not even worried about the fact that it's now open that he's cheating on me. The only thing that he cares about is, why did you go through my phone? So I've been quiet and he's been quiet. So now I'm at the point where I'm like, I do love this guy. I love the relationship he has with my son, and I love the relationship I have with his daughter, but it's too much, guys. You know, it's a lot.
Anonymous, you know, it's crazy how people worry about different things. You worried about the phones and him sleeping with other people. And I'm worried about the fact that if ever an intruder had to come into the house, you there, your kids are there, and then you're not istawasako, slel, blacked out, as you called it.
Yes.
So,
And I've always told him that.
so no protection, like, cause when now you've decided, Uguti, your pillar of strength is blacked out on weekends. And yeah, but this is the man you have chosen. Your pillar of strength is either not home on weekends or he's there blacked out. And this is your pillar of strength. And this is the person you're exposing your child to.
Yeah.
Because
It's some of the things that I have raised with him. And when I say those, he will tell me, no, I'm going to fix it. I do want to change. I'm going to work on it. But I've been hearing that sentence for months.
yeah, stop raising things, Anonymous. Like, you know, you got into this relationship. Your agreement with this guy is no playing around. Let's make it work. You agreed. There has been a lot of playing around. There has been a lot of, I am not willing to make it work from his side. There's been a lot of, I'm blacked out and I'm gone on weekends. When you are just a free babysitter.
Yeah, you all said
I
it.
guess. And you guys, man, let me tell you, this is not the first time I find him cheating, even though it's not like literally.
We're not
There was a
surprised.
time, a couple of months ago, I found used condoms in our bedroom. And when I
Anonymous.
asked him about it, when I asked him about it, guys, it became such a huge thing where he was like, I don't know how those things got there, whatever. And it turned into a huge argument.
Anonymous.
But,
Anonymous, you ask too much and you don't act enough. Kanti, what was the agreement before? The agreement was, we are going to make this work.
yes.
It is not working. He's not trying to make it work. So, angisho kune agreement which has been broken.
Several times then.
So, as a mother and as an adult that has a great head on her shoulders, what are you still doing there?
Yeah, I'm tired.
Hope. I'll be honest with
Oh,
you.
so
Hope.
Miss,
Ari, she's leaning on hope,
she's
man.
there because there's hope.
I-
You can take it from here.
But also,
I keep
Anonymous, you guys
feeling-
do condomize, right? Yes, you found condoms, but you guys do condomize, right?
No, we don't, to be honest.
I hope nama condom I used.
Yeah.
Where do they meet
And-
each other?
And you know, the way he went on about it, it was like it's news to him. But sometimes we choose peace. I was like, because whenever, you know, like everything with him is always my fault somehow. And I was like, girl, choose peace. It's
Wow.
fine. It's the first time you've seen something like this in the past 7 months. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It's the first
Just let
time.
it go.
You see,
It was the first time.
words, yeah, meaning it's not the last time. And you sure words are very important and powerful, Anonymous.
Yeah.
Now you've set yourself up to say, it is the first time. Maybe I'll forgive it the second time, the third time. But maybe on the sixth time, I won't be okay with it. Words are very powerful.
Yeah.
It was the first time. It wasn't the last time. I think I've said a lot today. Let me take a breather. Anonymous, I'm just worried about you. I'm worried about your safety.
It's fine, Anonymous. We're going to continue after I pay some bills and at least also hear Somizi's side, okay?
Okay.
Sure.
At Boss
Boston City campus. We'll subsidize.
Guys, hey, fam. Show KG. Away, fam. Huh?
I was about to say to you that you must take over because what are
Boy,
we doing here?
no, it's bad. Man, how desperate?
I
Like,
can't.
dude, like how?
I can't. Can I greet my people who joined us for the first time? Hello, everyone. We are listening to nonsense here, but we will address it nonetheless. So kindly we like to get to 50K before the end of the show and even more. Last time we did 100K likes. So all 200 of you can do better. Let's do it. Show my daughter Shimza. Are they back on studio, really?
They should be back in the next 5 seconds or so.
Okay, not a problem. So yes, everyone who's joining us for the first time, thanks for following us. We are Makoya Rundown. We are here Monday to Friday, 20 past 10. We listen to Ask a Man. And on days like these where it's being stories like these, we decide, let's deal with Talk to Me Twana, but let's see how this goes. I know there's a number of people, particularly on the panel here, who are ready and eager to address this issue. So stay tuned. And now we bring your own comments, write it down. If you're not too shy, get onto the panel, request, and we will have you here. And yeah, let's listen, Lee.
And let's remember that we respect each other here. Please. No foul comments. Love and respect.
Yes, please.
There, right?
Yes, I am.
All right, so let's hear out some now.
Like the stream.
Yo, Anonza, as we're going on, I get frustrated on your behalf, but at the same time, I'm like, you're in your mid-30s. That proves, Uguti, a sense of self has no age, don't, you know? You could be 21 and know your worth and be more mature than a 45-year-old. It has nothing to do with age, and you are proof to that. You operate from a place of desperation, desperate for this family picture. Hence, I said to you, how long did it take? And when you said you jumped from one toxic relationship to another, and you confused that 2% of affection for love. So the whole time, and you say that is love. That's not enough. So because you are desperate, you think, Uti, this is it. Your priorities are upside down. Like you rush into introducing your child to another man and another child, and him introducing his child to yours. Like, it's so fast. You are doing wifey things, wifey duties. You know? So stop being desperate. And he can see what you are desperate. This guy, a person who gives you silent treatment, that's the worst form of abuse.
Yeah.
The worst form of abuse, because it makes you question yourself, it makes you question your sanity, it makes you question your self-esteem, or like it makes you question a lot of things. And then you end up also
crazy, yes.
and you end up being the one that also initiates the talk again after he's done you wrong, but you end up saying, can we talk and fix things? And that is a form of abuse. That's the worst.
Yeah.
So stop it. This guy has shown you in so many ways that he does not love you.
Dude.
He does not love you. He's only now hanging in because when you have invested more than he has. And he has no guts to probably tell you what, but he's showing you what. A person who can't tell you that I love you. You know, Kutsone, I'm one person who I don't mind you not telling me you don't love me. We can spend 10 years and you not telling me that you love me. But show me.
Action.
Show me. Show me. Keep your I love you. Keep your I
say it. Show me.
Yes. Keep your he doesn't show you, he doesn't tell you. And rather a person shows you how they feel about you than tell you how they feel about you, because it's easy for me to say I love you and not show you. I would rather have it the other way around. anytime, any day. So when you're not getting anything, but you are still staying, you want this perfect picture of my son, this, his daughter, this, his daughter, that. No, sissy. No, no. Puma. Njengo msuzo. Like phuma nge-mistake, phuma nge-pop ye-champagne. Phuma ungadonswanga. Like phuma i-champagne yasiphumela ingadonswanga because of i-acid ne-gas lapha. Phuma.
Yeah.
You understand? And stop being the legendary singer. There was a singer called Patience Africa. Don't be that. Sis, imekancane. And from this relationship, this relationship must end. And it doesn't even need a sit down. Don't sit down. Show him with your actions. Now he must ask you, baby, what's wrong? But oh, now he can see. Test it. You know, sometimes you can even show him with the actions and it doesn't say anything because he does not care.
Yeah, like this time, I think it really, really hit hard this time around because normally at this point I would have been calm and I would have been willing to talk things through, but it hurts. This time around, it hurts a lot to have someone sleeping with someone else while you are crying for his affection.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he does at this point.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. He's shown you so many times. Whether he sleeps with a pork or a pig, it doesn't matter. You need to leave. And don't say anything. Trust me. You can send us a text 2 weeks from now on, and you're going to tell us, he hasn't said anything, this guy. So now, there's a song that I'm dedicating to you. It's called Tula Nana. Maga Tula na utuli. Ube Tula. Ne? And protect your son. And ungajoli manje. Wait, focus on your children or your son and never ever again introduce a man to your son until aglobolile.
Yeah.
Please, Siswami. And just because you're 35 doesn't mean the clock is ticking. Relax.
Yeah, no.
Relax. You'd rather find love at 50, but rather find true love at 50 than find fake love at 35.
Yeah, at this point, it's just I thought. And then again, my expectations.
No more excuses. Yeah,
no, you guys have painted the picture that I was seeing.
Yes or no?
No, yes. No, yes. I love him. I'm not gonna lie. I love this guy, but I'm not willing to go through the pain any further.
Okay.
Yes
or no?
Yeah. No, I'm leaving.
Oh.
I just wanted clarity from a guy. If someone
Stop explaining, Anonymous. We like. I only answer for a yes or a no.
Okay.
We are hamba or our hamba. Ipogisi.
I'm done.
Ipogisi or condomless.
No, I'm done. I'm
All right. Sambe girl. Sambe.
I
Go take your power. Go take your power back.
Yeah, guys. Yeah,
okay, baby girl.
Thank you, Mama.
Thank you, guys.
Do we still have that positive energy?
Sorry?
Is that positive energy still there?
Yes, no. Absolutely, it's there. I'm just processing other parts, but I'm definitely a bubbly person and it's gonna stay because that's who I am.
Even
Much
better.
love.
Go
There
for
we
it, my
go.
baby. Go for it.
Much love to you, Anonymous. Thank you so much for giving us a call, Mama.
Thanks,
Sofa.
All right, continue.
Hey.
Surely. Hello everyone. 235 and 40 of you, and we only have 21k likes, guys. For the next 5 minutes, not even 5 minutes, it doesn't even take a minute. For the next minutes, if you all tap the screen, we will easily reach 50k. Just in shame. And I want to welcome everyone who just followed us. Thank you so much. And I think it was Caroline, if I'm not mistaken, who said it's the first time. So if it is the first time that's joining us, do say in the comments there so we can greet you properly. And just say first time joining, and we'll just holla. My name is KG. I am part of a team called Makoya Rundown. There's a team of, are we 6 or are we 7? It's me, it's Leroy, it's Mpanyana, who you will see in the comments. There's Scummy there with the I don't know whether it's a Chinese or Japanese or which other name that he has there. Highly D. Is it Lidile Mpelo? Thank you for joining. Thank you, Nadia, for joining. Noluvo, thank you for joining. Nosi, thank you for joining. Thank you so much, guys. We also have, how do we say this one? One Sili or Unesili, Unesia Ele. Please correct me there. Pale Pale. Welcome. Jeanette Lachai, welcome. Whitney, welcome. Ooh, Levanti Yang, Tili Didimaleting. Why have you guys been so quiet? Yeah, welcome, guys. We really appreciate you guys. We also have a YouTube page. Check it, same name, Makoya Rundown. You will find some of our lives from TikTok. And we also have one recording that we have where you will get to know just a tiny bit about who we are. That is the first episode that we have there. So go check it out. Go like the page. Those who are liking and commenting, thank you so much. So thank you for joining us. And yeah, continue tapping. We'd like to get over 50K before the end of the show. And yes, I am not riding solo. I have Leroy here, who is my core team. I hear him calling Precious Lastborn. I'm not sure. Then Noms will introduce ourselves very nicely, I know. And yeah, these are some of our regulars that are here. Even DM something, always here. So thank you for joining us. And as always, we have protocol. You only speak when you're given an opportunity to speak. We don't fight each other. We can disagree nicely without attacking any character or anything of anyone. So kindly mind your words. If you get out of that, we will nicely silence you, or we'll just mute you, remove you nicely. But we'll still want you to remain in the comments, and see how things are done so that you can follow through. All right. Good morning, everyone. Tatali, let's get on with it.
Bro, I am like highly disappointed, like very disappointed, bro, because we had a similar like story yesterday actually, where this lady she's been begazelling for more than 20 years, bro. Now happy baby girl, like 9 months, you can clearly see where you are building a house inside the river here. You won't get like nothing that is in that you gotta build here. So now Mari, you are too okay, you are too positive for your liking, and like, so I'm like, guys, please mute Lala. Troitsibang, please mute. Sharp, thank you. Guys, you know what, ne? There's something Precious said, killing 2 weeks back, okay, guys, no, I'd like, let's be positive, I'd like, what if it works out? What if? Yeah, cool, Mara. When you see the progress, okay, cool, we are moving here, then you can be like, what's getting okay, no cool, like, we are building, yeah, but then like slowly but surely. But when you are blatantly disrespected like that for 9 months, yeah, we have problems, guys. Okay, Fede, and then like the anxiety, the depression, Mari. Like, some things are pure disrespect, guys. Let's learn to value ourselves. Or okay, cool. You're positive, you love, you are a good person, but no hore, when you are not being loved, that's when you should learn to love yourself. Then leave. Then nurture yourself, then like love yourself enough for okay, cool. You won't be really as in like working dependent more as in someone else's love, Yeah, Fede, we want to be loved, but be there for yourself, barely. Then you can be like, okay, baby, it's a little too shem. Marmo hanamo. No, man. Yeah, so Jay, like we spoke about it actually yesterday. This is Noni. This is Davey here. DM71, yeah. They gave some actually like good vibes actually, like Mavana bro. And especially to the ladies for Joe. Don't be too desperate, man. No. You put you first. Says Nani, please mute. Oh yeah. You listen. Yeah. Yeah, no, basically be there for yourself first. No? Value yourself first, then you can go fishing. Like but for now, I cut. I'm done there.
Thank you so much, Lee. I'm struggling with this. Let me keep quiet. DM at DM71. How are you? DM71, kindly mute. You're still muted. You can speak now. Okay. Is it just me or is it everyone here is off? Can everyone hear me?
Nah, me I can hear you, but it seems
Okay, so these ones are receiving calls at the same time.
yeah, no, I know.
Okay. Coach Noni, how are you, sis? Coach Noni, unmute. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, and I hope everyone else is doing good this morning. Okay, I can't hear now. I don't know if people can
Go
hear
ahead.
me, but
No,
it's just gone.
no, we can hear you. I just mute on my side so that it doesn't interrupt with you. Continue.
Oh, okay, no problem. You're very interesting, or anonymous. I think I'm very shocked at her age, because at your 30s, it clearly shows Uguti it's not about age. And I think what Bernice yesterday did also touch on that. Uguti, it's not about age. You can find people in their 50s who are still reasoning like they're very young. But just to be short and quick with this issue of Anonymous, I think Anonymous has got a very disorganized attachment style. Like at the moment, I can't tell what it is because I can only tell through therapy. But she has a very disorganized attachment style. Is how we attach to relationships. So it's possible that she has a very insecure attachment style where she's relying on a relationship for a sense of belonging. And she's not just relying, she desperately needs it. Desperately needs to feel that sense of belonging in order for her to feel complete, to feel like she's worthy. So it's coming through now in the way that she is expressing herself. Anonymous is someone who would literally take anybody, anyone, as long as that person, even if it's just once, says something that sounds like something that she can build on, and she will be like, okay, as terrible as this looks, she will convince herself that she can build a mansion upon this, and a lot of people go through that, unfortunately. And I think for her now, it's also a wake-up call to see this thing that she wants to build. She actually needs a very solid foundation to be able to build. The other party has to come through with love, has to come through showing, I really also want to build with you. It can't be one-sided. But yeah, now she's so desperate for this sense of belonging. Her attachment style is completely disorganized. And it's for all of us also to reflect on ourselves and ask ourselves, how are we attaching ourselves in relationships? Are we secure in the attachments, or are we anxious? Are we avoidant? Are we disorganized? Are we those type of people who, whatever is put in front of us, we're just going to grab and say, I'm going to build, I'm going to show the whole world I can do this. And unfortunately, in relationships, it doesn't work like that, as we can see. So, yeah, I think it's just a matter of her learning to build dimension within herself first. And then she can, you know, if she's secure within herself, she's going to be able, because she is a walking red flag. She is a red flag. This is not for me to put any shade on her, but when I'm saying she's a red flag, I mean she has a lot of work to do with herself. She, as a builder that she is, because she is quite, she does, like, I think she's someone who will build, who likes to build. She's, she'll take whatever and she wants to create it into a beautiful relationship. Yeah, boom. So she can let her start with herself. That's a beautiful characteristic trait. It's incredible. She's optimistic, so it's incredible, and a lot of people don't have that. But if she can just channel that towards herself, I think it's going to lead her to a happier life.
Nicely put. Thank you so much, Sis Noni. I don't know, as you're talking about Builder Nickel there, a builder. Anonymous went to Baragay Sunday school. No, straight. Thank you so much, Sis Nani. Yeah, let me hold. DM71, I think you're finally on mute. Are you well?
Yes, I'm well, and good morning, everyone.
Good morning indeed.
Can you hear me?
Continue, please. Yes.
Yeah, you know what? Here we are dealing with the same issues, and then we are dealing with the different issues, but it needs the very same solutions. Whereby today's problem, Anonza's problem, is nearly the same as yesterday. And can we, because of the writing is on the wall for Anonza, the guy is always coming home drunk, the guy is not spending time with Anonza, and there are so many red flags in Anonza's relationship. And the other thing, they are 9 months in a relationship. After 2 months, he introduced the
Okay. DM71, I think network I'm gonna put you on hold. Try get out and come back again, and you can come and complete your comment. Okay. I'm just gonna mute you now for now. I'm even struggling to mute Lee. Can you please try and see if you can mute DM71 on your side? All right. Thank you so much. Thank you, DM, for your comment. You will come complete it again. And yeah, hey guys, man, pressures, Zogal, and pressures, ne? No war, no violence. Screening, let's continue, my sister Arish.
Morning.
Because utlole ready, that's why there's a warning for you. I saw your comment earlier on.
Yes, ningenza umuntu movie. Ningenza umuntu movie. And I'm such a nice girl. I'm a nice girl. Okay. Morning, everyone.
Continue.
So, what I wanted to say, Niamas Losisilo Oti, why are you counting your chickens before they hatch? Because what you're gonna do when you have a yolk, you're gonna crack it, eat it, fry it. Do you know that girl? Anonza needs to listen to that girl, because why are you taking your entire offspring and introducing them to this man who clearly isn't showing you that he's serious about you? Bese khona manje kuyabhidlika, and the only reason that you want to stay in this relationship is because somehow you have this nice family and you like him and you love him. I don't understand. What I did want to say, though, over and above that, is that I don't know a lot of things about men, but I do know that they are everything but unsure. There are many things, but they are never unsure. And if a man is giving you unsure vibes, he's making you question where you stand, he's coming with uncertainty, therein lies your answer to how he feels about you. Because one thing about men, they just know, guys. And I feel like we keep saying this as women, but we're not accepting it. Men know if they want to make you a wife, a girlfriend forever, if they want to make you miserable, if they want to make you a baby mama, their intentions are always clear. It's just that for some reason, women have a God complex. We think we are the savior of the universe. And if let's trade places, we wouldn't even be able to, because we think we can change these men and we can make them better. And I can change them and I'm going to be the one. Somehow, women are so delusional that when a man says, I've had 10 women who said I was toxic, I feel pressure starts angeke toxic ngami because I'm so different. Excuse me? Are you mad? Are you mad? Because if he has had 10 toxic girlfriends and he was the toxic one and he is confessing to you the said toxicity, why when ucabanga ukuthi no masekufike wena wena uyisimagade wena uzovela ashintshe umntana abantu abe a good man for, excuse me my sister, please man, the evidence is right there. It's almost like saying we're at court. It's like that TikTok where the guy's like, did he kill 35 people? Yes. Did he rob a bank? Yes, but he's sorry. Like, excuse me? It's crazy business. It's crazy business. And Anonza is a whole mother. She's 30-something years old, and she's still taking breadcrumbs from this man. This man is just like, he's like one of those guys who are like, Gumnandila, so I'm not going to go. And it's like, as soon as a man knows that when you are strong, and that when you can take it, he will show you. He will show you. Men will never try it with me because I'm a feather. At the slightest inconvenience, I cry and I leave you because, no, sorry, I can't take it. I'm not strong. If you raise your voice, let alone cheating, if you raise your voice at me, I break down in tears because why shout? So now shout. I can't take it. Manje uzochita, ngizovele ngishone mos. Ngizovele ngishone ma ungachita because what do you mean? Ananza is waiting to see how bad things can get, and I don't understand because they are really bad right now. They are so bad. Like, they are so bad. She found condoms. They are so bad. She found out he was sleeping with someone. Ananza is like, okay, I know that this is bad, but let's see how much worse it can get. My sister, please, man. What about this steamer? Like, just, if she was my friend, I would be punching her in the neck. Oh, sorry for the violence. I would not be punching her in the neck. I would, as a friend, fetch her from this situation. And if she cuts me off, it's fine. At least I fetched her from this man who doesn't like her. But this is not okay, and I need women to do it. Oh, sorry, one last thing that I wanted to do, to say. Martin last week said that women preach about self-love and men practice it. And I have to confess, that was a very hard thing for me to hear. But it's situations like this that actually show us that women actually will preach about self-love all day, every day, but men will actually do it. Because if the tables were turned around, if Anonza was not telling this man that I love you, this man would have been gone. This man would have packed his bags and left, because men don't stick around for things that don't please them. And I need women to have the same conviction. I need women to know that he is not all that there is. Guys, I have an incredible man. But let me tell you, if for some reason, God forbid, things don't work out, I'm not sitting here thinking, oh, woe is me, who's gonna love me? Excuse me, have you met me? Please, man. There's no deficit. There's no deficit of men. It's not like, you must hold on to the one you have even when things, please. What is this? There's no deficit of men. It's not like by a short. It's not like, please, there's plenty. And I hope that you guys know that. Thanks.
Thank you, Presh. Baring Makosa. Yeah, no, we can close the live. It's all right. Thank you for trying to hold yourself. At least there was only one violent punch today, so I clap for you. So that's good. Guys, choose yourselves. While you're choosing yourselves, also choose Jesu Lapho, because he will stick with you longer than all these other people will. So That's all I'm saying. You know my motto, skadlala kammele, you know. Dlala ka mmele anonza le ha ntse go na le di-condom tse dirisitsweng a ntse itse gore ena ha dirise ska la dlala ka mmele solfit. Dangerous, very 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 dangerous this thing. Nonetheless, sis Noms, I did tell the people that you will introduce yourself. I don't need to introduce you, so please.
Sekgothudi, how have you been?
I've been alright, sis Noms. When
I have been great. Life will always give you ups and downs, but we soldier on. Aish, mina yazi, I don't judge people for being a bit weak than others, but what I'm going to say is that there's no time for being weak when you are a mother. It's a very big weakness for you to take your kids and put them in a space. Abantwana bangena phi ku-dating, because my belief is that today, if there's a man who says to me, you don't have a place to stay, I'll pay for your accommodation, it doesn't give him the right to come into that house as and when he wants to, because that's a safe space for me and my kids. So even the thing of a man buying my child a present on his birthday doesn't give you access. You were actually charitable in your own spirit. You chose to give. It doesn't give you access. I call you about my son's school fees and you pay for it. It does not give you access. So as a mother, when you open that floor, that platform for a man to meet your child, it must have been big. What could be bigger than marriage? Because even during the course of courting, during the course of us being comfortable in a relationship, you're still not going to meet my sons. You still don't meet the standards because you are still a malume on the street. No matter how many presents you buy for my kids. So into dating has nothing to do with kids. I don't know how did we now include kids? How did we now create these smaller families with no foundations and we included kids in them? Next thing I'm crying on national TV. My boyfriend whom I introduced to my son went to my son's school when we had a fight and he collected my son and now my son has disappeared. Sifike njani lapho? Yazi mina abafana bathumeleni babuye badlale ngami, but one thing I can tell you, they will never meet my sons. My sons are a special case. That is why they are handsome anyway. I think that is why. But you will never meet my sons. Ungadlala ngami, I can do a lot of things for you. You can play me. You can even borrow my car. It is a possession that I got from a garage, but not my kids. That is why I'm using it. Some mothers, is the thing of he bought them something, he paid for their school, still does not give him access. Kids are to be treasured and protected. Like those things, even a man who will make me meet his kids before we get married, or you are reckless, it means that man is very careless. Baby mama has a right to fight. I love those baby mamas who say, please don't bring women around my kids. I love them because you know what? You are protecting your kids from unnecessary complications and spirits, because today it's anti-norms, today it's anti-pressures, today the attitudes change, the people change, and then as a baby mama, you have to allow that. You have a right to say, stop bringing strangers around my kids because it's not safe, because I'm not comfortable with that. So as much as Umjolo will dribble you, must the kids be dribbled too? Because now the kids are going to get attached to me, and then next thing we lose sight. The child has to be in. It's a mess, guys. Stop it. It's a mess. You are perpetuating. I don't know, a whole depressed generation that is going. These kids are depressed because you're bringing these people, they come and go. Even family, we have a right to cut them off from our kids' lives when it's not making sense. What of a stranger? You sleep with them one day, next thing they know your kids, they know their birthday, they know where they go to school, they can even collect them from school. God Almighty, save us all because we are lost.
Save us, Lord Almighty, because we are lost. Hi guys, Abu Mama have rebuked this business of introducing children to our boyfriends and girlfriends. Let's heed to this rebuke, guys, this wise counsel, because the kids end up getting the end of the stick. It's unfair. It's unfair, and when now you're an adult, you can deal with these emotions. You can cry yourself to sleep and wake up and you're fine. But with kids, these are lifelong things that they never asked for, traumas that they never asked for. You are bringing, now imagine, good as it may be for Anonza to be, or Anonza's boyfriend to be, I guess, a cool father figure or whatever father figure, and her child loves him and all of that. Good and good. But now, poor child has to deal with the fact of losing someone they like, who perhaps they see as a father figure, purely because you were reckless. Now they're gonna have that thing. Who guys, I'm defeated. Nokwetemba. I think Nokwetemba is still on the call. When you come back, please do the right thing and let us know so that we can have you in. Ntate Majos, come through, sir. Come through, sir, because words have failed me today. How are you, sir?
I'm good. How are you?
We are surviving.
Hey, Ziyakhala.
Ziyakhala.
Bengithi angikhuphuki, but yeah. Mfethu, how can I put it? Hey, ngiyazi ukuthi bangimela abaningi. Pressure selenzansi. Ngiyazi ukuthi nami. Unfortunate it happened.
Ungasabi muntu ngikhona, ungasabi muntu
Hey,
ngikhona.
Ziyakhala,
Khuluma nje.
Hey, Ziyakhala. Anyway, go Anonza. Mfethu, all I can say ukuthi Snalanti kune what they call it, honeymoon phase. I think ukawate honeymoon phase. Uthi makangena kule relationship ye 9 months ku out yonke into bokumnandi wa introducer incosi yakhe, which is like, to be honest, access more. It's not a problem. Kusho for mina. Mogu honeymoon phase, everything yakho ya flow. Ubona kahle ukuthi no mamela, this guy uye. You understand? So it happened ukuthi yazini le dayisa lishayile limdlisa ngomchina. Unfortunately, oh well. I don't blame. My advice, I would say, it's okay. She's trying. As before ngishilo ukuthi awazi ukuthi umuphi umuntu wakho right, ubani ongekho right. She's trying. Unfortunately, wenze iflop introducer incosi, but ngisasho futhi ukuthi incosi I think ingene because of bokumnandi. Everything was nice, everything was gelling. What no, yazi, let me introduce this guy. And again, what if awuthi umshele ahamba nomntwana? You know, thina singama out, sithema sichama, uthema kamchama, wamchama ngomntwana, everything Anonzo waya le. Let's not blame kakhulu ukuthi umntwana. That's what I'm trying to say kahle. Let's not singafaki ukuthi okay Anonzo ya usheshe wa introduce umntwana. Kanti what if mabamshela bokunomntwana? Umjita wathola opportunity ukuthi adlalise umntwana, everything Anonzo wabona kahle ukuthi amamela la ngi right. So for me, my advice to say, I'm fortunate. Tough luck. You do China. Magachubega ay phambili. Hope to fundile ukuthi yeah well. Ngengosi angeka khona introduce but still ngisasho futhi. What if utholenye out mangahamba estradini imshelo nomntwana, everything goes. Hopefully is learn from the kulena, but we can't blame. Mugi honeymoon phase ngabantu is nama mistake. So if it's a honeymoon phase, yasibulala. Yeah, my advice is that asingamdlini kakhulu kumntwana.
So simudle kuphi boy, simudle kuphi Majos.
Simodle ukuthi yena he need to focus life in. You know what I mean? Focus your kids and izozela. You know what I mean? Uzofika. Mo umuntu ukuthi uthanda God that then created unesikhathi sakhe asenzayo ukuthi no. At a moment girl, just chill a bit. Maybe age of 40 kuphi, yeah, uzoba right. Kwamanje nah, just chill ube azithande yena. Meyoka na reto chojo alora. Ithade. Mangazithanda athanda nomntana wakhe then afocus ukuthi uyapi nge-life. Then kwamanje nje hey makame kancane nje azazi ukuthi uyapi.
Thank you so much, sir. That is wise counsel. That is wise counsel. Precious has a question, and she promises she's not fighting, but if she fights you, I will deal with her. Precious, what's that?
Okay, cool. I'm genuinely not fine.
You are mute, Precious. Come back. Precious, come back.
Ish, they called me. Can you hear me now?
Yes, I tell you every time when you're on the this thing, you put on flight mode.
I'm hearing you twice. Oh my days. I'm gonna leave and come back. I'm hearing you twice.
All right, guys, if you're gonna get into the panel, share flight mode, Wi-Fi only, you know, it makes things easier. Season Dump,
Good morning, guys. Good morning.
how are you? Long time
I'm
no
well,
see.
and yourself? It's been a while. It's been a while, guys.
Hi. I'm alright.
Yeah, and today I didn't wanna say anything, ne? But Precious, life coach, Nurses Norms, women. I salute you. I salute you for standing up for us abangakwazi ukuzilwela, abangakwazi ukuzikhulumela, abangakwazi ukusebenzisa imiqondo yethu ngendlela efanelekile. As I was sitting la kuma comments ne, yonke lento ekhulunywayo like ngiyayihlanganisa. You ladies are basically saying the same thing le ehlala ikhulunywa njalo kule platform. And masingabheka, it's 99% women abafonayo that has like a similar problem. And somebody said, I wish these people could be on this platform bazozwa ama views ukuthi kuthiwani, ukuthi abantu bafila kanjani ngama decision abawenzayo. Because ama decision abawenzayo, more especially ma unabantwana, ay affecta abantwana bethu, and si weak ngaleyo ndlela ukuthi asikwazi nokuba protecta labo bantwana labo. Bathembe thina and yithi sibanikeza kuma Sis Norms. Yo, yeah. Pressure baby. No, nikhulumile guys. And esihlala sifunda la kule platform, ngiyajabula ukuthi I'm here. Yazini, I'm happy. First thing first that we need to do as women, protect abantwana bethu. We've got abantwana ababo nyawuphezi. Most of them kungaba hama results, ama actions wethu as ama parents wabo. Sinabantwana abazinikezele ezintweni thina ebengeke sizifune because of ama actions wethu. Because of ukuthanda, ukubelonga, ukuthanda, I almost said that word, askis. Yeah, yona leyo. Guys, asingacabangini ngama ethu, but asebenziseni imiqondo yethu as abantu besifazane. And kwisikhathi samanje sinama resources amaningi kanjani. If you feel ukuthi no ngiyahluleka la, angikhona ukuzicabangela, angikhona ukuzenzela, like you've got so much things to kune TikTok, kunama platform amaningi la ungafunda khona, where you get women abakufundisayo ukuthi bafazi kwenziwa kanje nakanje. You understand? Some of them we do not have confidence. Like confidence lot ukuthi sasifuna ukuzimela, sifuna ukuthi at least mangaba no kg empilweni yami ngizokhona ukubonakala ukuthi umuntu wesifazane. Why? The next thing manje, so lo muntu lo utholile ama red flag okoqala. Lo muntu umtshelile ukuthi I've got 10 people abe toxic kimi. kuwe umuntu oyi-1 abantu abayi-10 bonke abatoxic kuwe bekumele abone inkinga from lapho ukuyela ukuthi no, this is a no-go area. Wayenza wesi-ke wayo-introduce umntanakhe kulo muntu lona onabantu abayi-10 abatoxic, so yena ubona ukuthi umntanakhe usafe kuloyo muntu loyo. Hleli lo muntu lona akekho right emqondweni, so yena beka-expect ukuthi uzomlungisa lo muntu lona abe right. The next thing uba yi-slave salo muntu lona khona manje uyakhala. Lo muntu already sekathatha umqondo wakhe akasakhona ukuzimela. Uyasaba ukuthi ngizoba yi-1 mange nga-actor ngizomluza lo muntu ngizoba yi-1, so uresorta ukuthi ahlalele i-abuse yaloyo muntu lona emotionally. Abuse ngazo zonke indlela but usahleli uyasaba nje ukuyenza leyo decision leyo ukuthi no ngiyaphuma la because of azwe nje le yanto emnandi lemkitazayo leyana, and it's not the only one as precious ziningi. One go I'm out disrespect mele sifunde mele sibe immune to disrespect, guys. You cannot stand ukuthi umuntu ahlale akudisrespecta uhlala uthi no, hi, better the devil you know. For ubani? For who? Yithi esizilulazayo, yithi esenza ukuthi sibizwe ngamagama. Yazi bengafuna ukukhuphuka labo mama abahleli lana, like thank you so much guys, thank you so much. Izinto ezisho ziyangidina because abantu besifazane yiba abazikhulumisa kabi, because esikhathini samanje uyakwazi ukuzimela. Wayemele ufune indoda ukuthi izokufundisa ukuthi uzimele. Ukhuliswe kanjani kanti la ubuya khona? Ukhuliswe ukuthi indoda must. No. Funda. And I think nalana kule platform lana baningi abasabayo ukuphumela obala, they've got this a similar problem. I hope ukuthi nizwile makukhulunywa ile bathini the speakers abakhulume before. I hope nizwile ukuthi wani. I hope siyafunda guys, because this is also pointed at me because iyafika leyo moment of weakness. But ayingafiki ngendlela zokuthi manje sozizwa uhlukumezekile, uhlukumeze nabantu around wena because for your own selfish reasons wena. No, asifundeni women, and it's always women. Asikhathali yini guys, asifundeni. Ngiyabonga but KG askisi.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ntombi. Yeah, your sister spoke to you as a fellow woman. Please, I hope you heard her. Hey, guys, but just don't run. Precious has asked a question. Prepare your answer there. I want to read this from Makazi. The problem with women is that we operate from a mindset of being the exception to the rule. Hey, even me, that one. So when you think this cannot happen to you, hey, the 50, we're just 10k away from 50. Let's do that. Let's do that. But Majos, are you ready? Then you can answer and run away, sir.
Welele ngavelelwa. Oh, ngane ngamajuzi Nkosi yami. We. Hey. Ngavelelwa.
Go with it, sir. I know you are well capable to answer it nicely.
No,
Let's
I
go.
am. The thing is, it's yazi. Bafuna. Let's be honest. We are human. It's end of the day. If I went a mistake in travel, I'll pay. I mean, and when a mistake 10 times, just good to know angiyenzi. So that's why I say asingamdlini kakhulu anonzo. You know what I mean? That's some nigga advisor I would hey, from now on, you need to go forward. I always say that but that's nigga a positive land. Singamudlini kakhulu ukuthi anonzo why afaka abantwana in. Trust me, on that point in time, yena uthi makayibheka wayibone right. Mesingahlala phansi nathi sambuza. Unokuthatha decision ukuthi amale kanti decision wrong. Sometimes unokusaba ukuthatha decision kanti bokumele vele uyithathe la decision. It happened. It into ekhona. So asingamudlini kakhulu. So makezo pressures, come pressures. Hey, Nkosi yami, welele.
No, she asked that question. She said, let me just read it quickly for you. Maybe you missed it. She said, if Anonza was your sister, how would you advise her?
I would say mamela makachubeka yofuna enye out as ngishilo ukuthi for mina i-benefit of the doubt engumnika yona u-Anonzo ukuthi angazi ukuthi bahlangane kuphi. What if bakahamba nomntwana? You understand ngisho kanjani? So my advice I would say kuye mamela zama ukuprotecta ingane next time. Ungathathwa uthando or ungathathwa at ila peak leyo kuthiwa honeymoon phase, then you want to introduce usisi. Wait for a bit and ubone ukuthi kune direction la siyakhona. 9 months, okay, some of us would say incane, kwabanye iningi. No, out nokuhlala 5 years ingashadi. So asibone ukuthi uyapi ubafo. You understand ngisho kwamanje just relax. And that's why ngithi ngamnika i-benefit of the doubt ukuthi at that point in time maybe uthe makayibheka yena kwaba indaba ukuthi into right for yena ukuthi let me introduce unana. You understand ngisho kanjani? But okunye for ukuthi that's why enze ngishilo wena bafu ukuthi kwamanje makayithande la maka relax, just relax, take your time, then uzazi ukuthi wena uyapi yini oyifunayo and search i-out right and ukusearcha still usazothola enye out esazokubhayizisa. It's not doesn't mean ukuthi uzothi searcha yonke into yakho ibe right, no, but imakancane ngunana. Yeah, that's all I can advise. Angazi ukuthi right.
All right. No, thank you so much, sir, for your advice. And okay, so let me start by doing this. Pali, I hope you have time, because actually, let me ask Majozi first. When you said you wanted to run away, were you running away from pressure or you really needed to go somewhere? Because now, yes, come through. Okay. Okay, no need to run. So I believe Ntombi and Sis Noms have questions for you. And Sis Pali, can I please allow them to ask and then I will then give you your opportunity. No? Sis Noms, come through.
Biggest question for me is when as baby daddy Babu Majozi, would you feel comfortable for me while I'm in my shambles of relationships, I keep introducing your fragile kids to another man or to men, multiple men? Oh, this thing is only good when I, useless norms, keep introducing my poor kids to all of you men. Is it, I don't know if is it right when I do it? Would you allow your kids to be exposed like that? Or is it's right for me, useless norms, to keep saying, come along, every one of you, come along, meet them? Is it right like that? Because I want to understand your notion in this, because I'm sure, hopefully, I don't want to assume, hopefully, I'm thinking you have kids. Go and get this thing. When I, as a baby mama, you are taking care of your kids and stuff, and I keep exposing them, because this for me is not even introducing, it's exposing them. The only thing I can call introducing my kids is to, baby, this is Uncle Majozi, he's my colleague. Oh, baby, this is Uncle Majozi. Majozi, what did you want from me? Here's my number, we'll talk. That's me introducing you guys. But for me, this is exposure. You are exposing the child. Is it right, Baba? If it's me, if it's useless me doing it with my kids, or Nabako, you don't have a problem, you would not mind, baby mama, exposing them to all these men. I just wanted to check that. And also, number two, what I want to ask, Motuena, she thought the time was right. If a man dates you for 5 years, does it now get to a point where we've been together for 5 years, we've done everything, all styles of kung fu, we've met each other's parents, now the kids must come? For me, there's no time frame. If a man wants to get right with me, he will do it. Even in 3 months, he can marry me. We can do the family shamble thing. There's no time for me. But I just wanted to ask, because in my mind, there's no right time. There's no amount of time that will give you access to my kids that I gave birth to. But was with regards to the kids, to say, is when Obakungavuma, or it's just us women who must keep exposing our kids to you guys, because anyway it does not affect you. because it's not like you're gonna stay with me. And ngiyabufisa ukwazi ukuthi abakho ungavuma na, because you don't have power over the baby mama anyway. She stays with the kids. She's her own.
Noms,
Oh,
can I just
Sis
say
Noms,
something?
yeah,
On the last one,
okay.
she did say that this guy opened his home for her and her child, where his child is. So this guy somehow portrayed that it was the right time because he also opened his home and he also introduced his child. I guess she did say she was looking after both kids. So that's where I think she got misled. She stopped hearing what this guy was saying, that nah, I'm not ready, I like you, nothing about love, and she looked at this guy's actions. So no, I totally understand how she could have misjudged the situation. She saw what was being presented. On that one, I cannot completely fault her. I can't.
And I think that one is addressed. Yeah, I don't know if Ntatama Josie, you wanted to answer the one where Sisunam says if it was your kids, what would be your opinion? Because obviously we are addressing Anonza here. It's fine, but it might be slightly different when it's us. So do you have a comment on that one?
I think there's no parent o tlo batlang gore bana ba hae ba etse ba busy ba isa ka hodimo go tlase gore o ke mang. But end of the day, or no, may not put but end of the day, asikhulumeni iqiniso bafethu, noma ngabe umntwana umshiya no gogo uphuma uhambe, umntwana uyakhula uyabona ukuthi oh hayi ubaba uhambile namhlanje akalalanga endlini, I wonder bakayiphi. You understand ngisho kanjani? Angithi ngiyavuma ukuthi yes abantwana bamele ba busy bamita wonke umuntu and stuff like that, no. But as usisi upalisa lapha phezulu ushilo wathi I think usisi the saying say honeymoon phase emkhawatile usisi basuke ba introduce abantwana bethu, maybe out imshayela hamba nomntwana na wabona ukuthi no I think ngidlale igame, so along the way kwaba indaba ukuthi umjida uyabona ukuthi hayi yazi la hayi ngathi angisekho right, think sisakaqala utshintsha i-direction. You understand ngisho kanjani? So angeke ngivume vele nami ngabantwana bami ukuthi bamite wonke umuntu, angeke ngivume le angeke. But as ngishilo mina ukuthi what if uAnonzo bamshayele ahamba nomntwana ngoba i-opportunity out ukuthi I think ngene la, and along the way i-out nayo igcine avula ukuthi no hayi nginomntwana omfana or nginomntwana wentombazana. It's where everything is messed up. So angazi ukuthi umama uNomsa ngomphendulile na.
I know umpendulile, it doesn't have to be something she likes. So thank you for that. I just saw someone, Tabo Lebojo. Okay, I will send you an invite soon as one person here drops off, then you can come in, right? So let me I've sent you the invite, and in due time you'll come through. I think Sis Noni wanted to add, then we move to Sis Palesa because she's been here and didn't skip. Sis Noni?
Hi guys, I just want to add on her agreeing Oklala with this guy, when the guy opened up his home. I think it still goes back to her attachment style. And their attachment, I think all of us, if we can just have a moment, we can just Google attachment theory so that we can understand this thing of attachment. It's very painful. Even for her to agree, it was still that sense of it. For me, I think it's disorganized attachment. There's different types of attachment. There's it's all insecure attachment, but kune anxious attachment, kune avoidant, sengwakhohliwe ngamanye. But basically, all of us, we want to be secure. We want to attach ourselves in a more secure way, in a healthy way. But the thing is you can't always, if you have, like, let's say a disorganized attachment style, it's not always your fault. It depends on how you were raised and into ever ingrained, like sort of in your brains, and how your hormones work. Ibuhlungu leya nto, because you don't even notice when you're doing these behaviors. Yabo. Uzubona usuphakathi deep into the thing, because wow, I actually behaved in a very desperate way, lana, in a very insecure way, unganakile. So I do agree with someone who mentioned, ukuthi, let's not fault her too much. But then at the same time, for the guys, it's very important to see. I've seen it a lot with my client. To see clients who leave me feeling very elated and be happy kakhulu, very like their self-esteem is really risen, even though it behavior is unacceptable. You know, I find with those clients actually don't do the work. They are the clients I need to constantly contact them and say, hey, can you send me phela list yakho that the homework I gave you? But I'm a client that I had to sort of like trigger and make them really see you, go say, hello, you're doing something really out of order here, you know. And we ended the session of them feeling like, Aibo, you don't even really know me. Abo Baba Nelly, I said, you don't know me, so how can you say these things about me? They are actually the ones who do the work and will come back and say, you know, I know it was rough, but thank you for, you know, showing me what. So I think it's important to go to, as I'm not the person who likes to sort of make people feel like they're judged or whatnot. I'm really, really not that person. It's not in my nature. But unfortunately, we have to work on the ego. And the ego is actually what makes people stand up and do the right thing. You know, ego does that. So with this lady, it's important that she gets held accountable. She has to sort of feel her ego being like threatened in a way so that she can act. That's what's going to push her to work. For us to just be like, no, Yazini, we understand, and the guy was doing this, and shame you were misled. She's going to feel good about herself. She's not going to do the work. She's not going to do the work. She's not going to take accountability. She's going to feel like, okay, people are feeling sorry for me. She actually needs to feel sort of like we are looking at her like, girl, you should do better and you could have done better. That's what that is that's like the pain in your ego that makes you do the change. Even though Nami, I wish people will make a change when they feel loved and accepted, but it just doesn't work. People need to feel triggered somehow in order for them to do the work.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is from our very, very favorite coach, Coach Noni. And she's an expert in these departments. So go follow her, go check her content, learn a bit more. I believe you were, if I'm not mistaken, Mrs. Noni, you were on Hustler's Corner not so long ago. So people can also go check you there, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. I was on Umtase. But I don't think
That's
that.
the one I wanted to say. Apologies. So yes, people will get all the information on your live, on your page rather. So yes, here we are. Guys, Tabo Leboho. I've sent you a request. All you have to do is accept it, then you'll get onto the panel. Kindly do so and you can get onto the panel. And I wanted to say, from the issue of Dr. Majosi, what you said earlier on, you know, about, or it's mostly your pick, Yahori. We are always bashing or Sidla Abu Anonymous based on their faults. I think also, to what Sis Noni was saying, that sometimes you have to bring the reality to people, and they will wake up to what they are doing, so that they know that, no, what I'm doing is risky, or it's not serving me, or something like that. Because people are somewhat oblivious. Yes, we shouldn't dwell on it, but we need to point out the elements that put you in the situation, and then from then onwards we need to add and give you a way out, or what you should be doing. So that was just my comment on that. Sispali, come through.
Right. Can you hear me? Okay. Hey, this thing is tricky. I feel like for people who are married and who are in stable, healthy relationship, This is a time where we'll be saying to people, you are talking from a place of, I would say, privilege or not understanding. All these advices, they sound good, they make sense, they are logical and whatever, but to a single mother, they are impractical. You cannot date somebody for 9 months and not have them meet your child. If you are trying to work on this relationship, it means you're going out on weekends. You will not always leave your child behind on weekends, because when you're working on a relationship for a whole 9 months, can never happen. There will be that stage where, let's take the kids to the park, because now you can't keep leaving these kids behind. Lineni, who stays with them the whole week. Like a weekend to happen. Now it's your free time, you're not working, you need to go out and work on your relationship, and now always you're leaving this child behind. It just doesn't, I don't know how it would be possible for a single mother who's staying alone to maintain a healthy relationship for 9 months without that guy meeting the child. I don't get how it would work. So that's why I would always encourage, I think it was the last time I was here talking about a similar situation, that make friends with people who are in the same boat as you. I, for instance, my daughter's friends, the mothers are also single. They come for sleepovers when I understand the mother has commitments in the evening. And Leah, she will welcome my child for a sleepover when I have some commitments in the evening or overnight or whatever. But this person cannot now have my child full time. There will be times where I need to take my child out, and I've got this relationship that I need to work on. Noni, my only fault with her is that this guy from the start didn't make intentions clear, and she shouldn't have moved in a way that she was trying to convince this guy that I'm a solid woman, you can actually have a relationship with me, I'll take care of your kids and I'll help you clean your house and I'll do that. That was her one mistake. She tried to fix something that was beyond her control. And this guy, because he was enjoying that free help when he can go galavant and leave the child knowing the child is safe at home, he took advantage of her. Noni, in this case, Shem was just taking advantage of whatever she was doing was coming from a right place. Lena, if a guy introduces his child to me, automatically as a mother, that mother instinct would come in that I need to help take care of the child. It's natural. It's very difficult for me to say, no, but Risajola, but you have not married me, stand there. Like, I don't understand how that would even be possible. So I feel for women who are married, it's easy to say, don't do this in 9 months. It's especially if maybe you're living in a city. Let's say for me, instance, I'm in Joburg, home is Pretoria. I don't have family around. I don't have help with the child. So this child is my handbag. If I'm going shopping, she's here. If I'm going to farmer's market, she's here. The time it was still farmer's market. If I'm going to Gold Reef City or wherever to a restaurant, she is here by my side. How am I going to leave this child always now and go out and have some fun and have a good meal and come back to this child kadogi beke? Or no, the child also needs to experience. So I'm just saying, let's be judgmental, yes, because that's where she will also get her lessons, but let's try and understand her side of the whole thing. It's impossible to date and leave your child out for a whole 9 months. It's impossible.
Thank you so much, Sispali. And that's on perspective. You see, I think this is the beauty of us coming here with different experiences, different perspectives, where we are able to look at these things in different sides. And honestly, I'll tell you as well as that this thought has never come to my mind, and I acknowledge that privilege to that I would speak of when I'm addressing this issue, because these are the realities that I don't face, some people don't face, and it really changes the game. And even as you've put it, equally so, there is the need to exercise caution in these elements she needed to do. And I think if we now go back 10 minutes ago, the points that have been brought up, one, that Ukai probably, possibility, opened her house. Actually, you're the one who came with that one. Opened the house to his, well, exposed his kid first, and that lowered our defenses. And I would also think that people who are single parents meeting other single parents, it also brings a level of comfort to say this person as a single parent would understand my struggles and whatever. We are almost in the same boat, so it would be easier to deal with this person than if I'm getting someone who does not have a child, for example. So looking at now all these points additionally to the one you just said, that because now you're experiencing these realities, how you have to go at some point with this child. So I think looking at these three elements that I've just mentioned now, we can begin to even appreciate Anonza's side a bit more. And perhaps then we look at how do we exercise caution despite these three elements that we spoke about, to make sure that things move safely for kids particularly. So thank you so much for that. I don't know if there's anyone who has last comment on that. Precious, did you have a comment? Earlier on you raised your hand. I don't know if you still have that hand raised.
Also to like speak into like Majosi's thought pattern, and the only reason I thought it worthy to speak on it is because he seems to he mentioned this for the second time, so it makes me believe that perhaps this is actually how he sees things and it's not just for like comments in this live. So he usually says that you don't know how things are going to turn out with the people that you date, and so therefore you must trial and error. Basically, you must get into this relationship. If it doesn't work, you go into another one. And while I understand that line of thinking, I also think it lacks a bit of wisdom, because surely as an individual, I am able to learn from the mistakes of others, and more so from my own mistakes, right? So if I went into a relationship with person A, for instance, if I was an Onza, if I went into a relationship with this man, and in 9 months he hadn't told me that he loved me and he hadn't taken me on a date, surely in my next relationship, because this was an issue, it was a bone of contention in my previous relationship, surely in my next relationship, it's highlighted to say, is this man telling me that he loves me? Is this man taking me on a date? Is this man fulfilling the needs that perhaps were not met by other people? And not because it's his fault, but because these are things that are important to me, right? So I think I'm having a hard time with Majosi's line of thinking, because it says to me, you're going from one relationship to another, but you're not stopping to take actual accountability to say, hey, I'm the common denominator here. Why is it that every relationship I'm in is toxic, or it doesn't work out, or it's bad? Which is another issue I had with Anonza, because she didn't seem like she was so oblivious to the role that she was playing in this relationship. By virtue of sticking with a man who doesn't tell you he loves you, you're communicating to him that I'm okay with this. By sticking with a man who doesn't say to you that I want to take you on a date or do things to please you, you're communicating to him that I'm okay with this. And by virtue of communicating that, you enable the behavior. And thus the behavior has continued. And she's not seeing that she is in fact playing that part in this relationship, which is what I'm struggling with, because surely the guy is wrong and is taking her for a ride and all of these things. But excuse me, you are in this relationship. You are equally participating. You're not passive. You're there. It's happening to you in real time. So why is she not stopping to say, hey, how am I contributing to this mess that I've now find myself in? And I think for me, that's the issue, because as a mom, I'd like to imagine it's like, I don't know, I've never been a mom, so maybe I don't get it. But like, it's instincts to say, you want to protect your child. And so why is that not her first thought process in this whole situation? Because if he's drunk and he's not at home, surely you can see he's not going to be a good dad to your child. Like, the writing is on the wall. Thanks.
Thank you, Presh. And I will come to the defense of Hamajosi on one thing that you mentioned there. It shouldn't be, or it's not his line of thinking. It's an opinion on this particular matter. And let's then address it in terms of that. But the like I said, Palesa brought a different perspective from what we heard, and Majosi brought a different perspective on how he's looking at the situation. And for me, that is equally important for the balance of the conversation, that we are not just, looking and leaning on one side of an issue. We also need to look at other elements. And in as much as we can address things that are logical, things that are right, that in itself does not constitute a solution. And we need to balance things out in that particular manner. And yeah, but I still take your point, and I will move to Sis we're just wrapping things up. And Precious, I think I asked you which end of the stick do you want to approach the black text. I know it's multifaceted, so tap that for me on the comments, and then maybe we can address it with the last 30 minutes that we have. Sis Pali?
The parting one is a question, ne? And single mothers aside, now I'm talking about single women, ne? It's very confusing in the dating world right now. You get told you're selfish because you are too independent, and then you let your guard down because you actually, we loosely throw around this desperate word, women are desperate. I feel it's just time. There is a certain time where you need a partner in your life. Do you understand? Just as much as when a child goes into adolescence, they now have this eye that sees boys that are cute and girls that are nice and pretty and cute. It comes with age. There's a certain age where you need companionship and you need a regular coitus and things like that. It's only natural. So to a single woman who's saying now, ish, I've been labeled as too independent. I've been portraying this image of not needing a man and I've got this on my own. Now I'm trying to let my guard down and say, okay, let me love. Let me give a bit, because people will say relationships are about compromising and giving yourself and going in, doing the hard work. And now you go in there, you compromise a bit, you do a little bit of hard work, and now you're labeled desperate. Where do we differentiate? Where is that line of say, okay, this is me actively participating in the relationship to make it work, and now this is me being too desperate? Because I feel some of the things these women are doing are just normal. If a guy takes me out, and I said this, now I've got a fear of gifting or anything of monetary value, because it's now seen as you're desperate, the way we've always been labeling Dines. I'm sorry to you to point at them again. But now I'm in a relationship and then I don't pay for dates and then I don't initiate anything. Now I'm being labeled, selfish or not putting anything on the table. Where do you differentiate? Do we try to make it work? Do we try and put in the work, or do we just when is the right time to say I'm actually trying to make this work? Because you've been saying, people have been saying that it's a 50-50 thing. We both put in the effort. It doesn't need to weigh on one. But now when you try and put in the effort, now there's this, desperate. She's taking men out. But this man has been taking me out, and then now I return one outing, lunch or massage. And then now you, when, for single women, not mothers, mothers is a different story for women. I think that's all. That was my last parting question.
Hey, I don't know if the ladies are ready to answer you. Let's see the comments. Presh, are you ready?
Me, I'm ready. Okay, this is my answer. So I think for me, it's very important in this life that your real life must be governed by your beliefs, your values, and your personal stances, and not what social media thinks or what social media says or what society even says, not even what your family says, if you want to take it that far. Because I think when we take on other people's thought processes and what people place value on and what they think, I think we have a hard time actually naturally navigating our own relationships. Like, for instance, I I'm that girl on TikTok who cooks for her boyfriend, right? And by everyone standing, that's a terrible thing to do because he's not my husband and I mustn't do those things. And, it's a terrible thing. I'm doing a bad thing, right? But in my relationship, as for me in my house, that is how it's one of the ways that I serve my man. And it's one of the ways that he receives it. And there are things that he does, there are things that I don't ever have to worry about because of his existence. And so therefore, I can't let Nandi from social media make me feel like I'm crazy for boiling some rice and frying some steak. It's neither here nor there for me. It's very like minuscule. It's like buying a gift. It's either near or there for me. It's just that it's like how I'm showing up in the relationship, right? And I don't know how to do things halfway. I don't know how to not love him too much because I'm afraid Uguti, he's gonna leave me. Look, you know what? This is my mantra where relationships are concerned. If it works, it's gonna work. If it doesn't work, it's not gonna work. And it's not the end of the world. But what I'm not gonna do is not show my man love or show up in our relationship in my fullness because I'm anticipating that it's gonna end in tears or it's gonna be bad or people in society are gonna say, oh, you're doing too much. I don't prescribe other people's values in my relationship, right? So the things that I do and I can only speak for my own reality, right? Because I don't know other people's reality. But for me, it's a very nice dance of out serving each other. Literally, that's all it is. Because if we intend to spend forever with each other, I know for sure that all we're going to be doing from the time we say I do until we die is literally just serving each other. If I make him a meal, he's gonna do the dishes. If I do the dishes, he's gonna take out the trash. Because we're literally in a dance of just out serving each other. If I get him a PlayStation 5, he's gonna get me that bag that I've been wanting. If I, literally, like for me, that's how I see relationships. That you're literally saying to this person, how can I serve you? Like, how can I make your life better? And he equally says the same thing to me. And so it's a dance of literally just serving each other through and through in many ways, right? Obviously that is like guided by like your beliefs and the things that you want. But like for me, I don't think it's desperate. I think desperate is when you say to him, marry me now, I'm gonna die. That for me is giving, I got done now. Desperate is like having a baby to try and trap him. Yeah, but desperate is that marry me now show where you show up in a white dress and you say, "Ungilobola nini phatho kwayo." Like that's for me is desperate. But getting him iskipanyana se Manchester United just for him to be happy. Hi sana, can't be desperate. Like boiling some rice. Basmati rice cooks in 12 minutes. You wanna tell me that by cooking that thing for 12 minutes, I'm desperate, you're mad. You're just crazy. Sorry, that's my answer.
Thank you, Presh. Definitely, basmati rice only takes 12 minutes. And yeah, there we go. Good matches. You wanna close it?
Good morning. Palisa, as Palisa, we been sharp, but lo sen. Also go dim.
All right. Thanks, Machezi. Sis Noni, I think we will be closing it with you. Come through, ma'am.
Yeah, no, thank you so much, guys. You're precious. I love that. I love that. I love how, you do go all in, but there's also a sense of balancing there. There's a balancing game that you are playing there. And guys, as case I am multitasking a little bit, so I just wanted to respond on Ulokhuzu Palesa. I love the perspective that Palesa brought. Yoguti, she is a single mom who Anonza, and we must also take that into consideration and be realistic also. However, Anonza, even though she's a single mom, and I understand Yoguti, she might not have support or someone who can look after her child and whatnot, but who is she introducing her child to? I think it's still very important. And if you even if you want to go all in a relationship, you still need to ask yourself, who am I going all in with? And I think Anonza didn't filter that properly. She didn't take her time to really, if like I'm going back to being insecure in how you attach to people. If you're not working on yourself, then it won't be comfortable to ask yourself ukuthi who, because you'll just be like, no, this is someone who's giving me the little bit of attention. Let me build on this little bit of attention. And that is where the danger is when it comes to unknowns. And that's where I hold her accountable. Yes, I understand she might not have support of someone to look after her child, but did she ask herself, who am I introducing my child to? Regardless of the fact that he introduced his child to her, Ama values our fun. Maybe he just doesn't care. He probably just doesn't, it doesn't bother him, he doesn't care, or maybe he's just looking for someone to help him out and look after the child. But yeah, as the mother, who was she introducing the child to? So I still hold her very much accountable for that, and believe if she there's a balance to this. Like who Precious said. Precious was like, there's a time where she mentioned if someone raises her voice, she's not going to take that. You'll find Anonza doesn't have those standards. She just goes all in. But when, what are you getting? It has to be balanced. You have to play a balancing game here. You have to filter the people, and then if you are a person who goes all in, go all in. But where we are going to start holding you accountable, especially is when you are being irresponsible with a child that that God has given you to take care of. So, yeah, Askis, I think I missed a couple of things. I know there were other questions that were being asked about black text, but unfortunately I didn't hear that, so I'm not going to say much about that. But Nje, I think my final word would just be, let's really be grown up when it comes to dating. There's nothing wrong with us going all in and loving the people that we love, but let's take some responsibility and ask ourselves those difficult questions. Even if those difficult questions, if we get the answers, it might say that this person is not the right one and we might have to go back into the dating game. It's better than to put ourselves and the people that we love in dangerous situations.
Zezo. So there we go, ladies and gentlemen, and that was Coach Noni for you. And Precious Aragingi, give the dance of out 7 like it. I love that quote. Probably gonna do it. And I'm seeing here by the comments, who did he gift it at the 15 targets at the husband there. Gwa thunya kanti di-iPhone tse di tlholang di batla ke girlfriend tsa tsone ba di kry-a. But in any case, as Lee, can you please welcome the people who are following us for the first time, seeing us for the first time, tell them who we are while I change the background. It's in just 10 minutes, and I'm gonna address the issue. I got Precious 2 minutes, and then let me change the background. Go through, sir.
Alright, guys, hello. This is that weird guy there at the bottom there. So you see him. Yeah. So yeah, man, we I'm a down, and we are here Monday to Friday from 20 past 10 in the morning. So we discuss. Actually, we listen to Ask a Man there, Metro FM. Then we discuss that. Then later we have our own here. So where now you can come through with a certain topic of discussion, or maybe we have our own, or maybe you need help, with a certain situation. You see, like yesterday, we had our own as in like person here who wrote to us, and then we helped out. We had the life coach said 2 actually. So again, on only Benisi that, and then we really helped her very good. So we are just a support group, We are just good people who are there for you. Just in case you have like nobody to actually like speak to about this and that, we are here for that. And we will not judge you, Mari. We might laugh at you, Mari. We are laughing with you, not necessarily at you. So basically, we are making you feel comfortable. And this is Leroy. And today, we are held by our voice of reason, relationship coach, Utla. Husband, lalela, father, hey, listen, right. Ha, the trailer, bruv. But anyway, yeah, man, welcome. So, please keep liking there and send some gifts. And yeah, man, let's be good. Let's be amazing.
Thank you, Lee. And thank you guys for the 50K. You can keep tapping, and for the next 10 minutes, literally just 10 minutes, I'm going to give Precious platform to present her black text issue, and we might just get into it a bit, or it will just be an introduction. Maybe Leroy can take it tomorrow, or whoever is hosting tomorrow, or I might come through again on Thursday and address the thing. So yeah, let's see. I missed some comments. Mpongana says I'm shady. I'm not shady. Bengibuza nje ukuthi le iPhone nansi uprecious uthi iPhone yakhona. Okay, so it's clear. All right. No, it's fine. Because now I was worried, Precious, because now as a husband, I bought the iPhone one of these years, and I saw Kutia, can only be a gift to my husband. So, hey, yeah, it's a pity I'm
I'm
not a
so
PS.
sorry. I'm so sorry for the double standards. Sorry. iPhones are expensive. If men buy iPhones, please, we must buy them PS5s. The truth is just that anginayo imali. Ubaba, ngiyabonga ukuthi wayithenga ifone ne, but anginayo mina imali yokuthi simthengele i-PS5 ne. Mhlambe, yeah, that's all. Okay. What I wanted to say ne, akusindaba yami kahle kahle. It came from one of the what's this thing we just spoke about now? Ask a Man callers. So the guy, and this was like last week, I don't remember the day. The girl was saying that her boyfriend is helping out at home. Like he still lives at home and he's helping out at home with finances and whatnot. And then it's like somewhat affecting their relationship. And that was the reason for her calling Ask a Man to ask Uguti how can she navigate the situation, right? And therefore, and on that live, I was like, oh, I want to talk about black text today. And then there was another topic at hand at the time. So we didn't talk about it. But like most of my question was around, so like black tax is like actual money, right? It's not it's not money from the heart. It's not like it's separate from the funds that come into your account. It's like actual money that leaves your account. My question is like, I understand that we have to take care of our parents, and I understand that it's a good thing to do. It's a godly thing to do, and I'm sure it's there in the Bible. My question is just like, when does it stop so that I can build my life, right? Because sure, I can send money to my family and I can help them out financially and do all of these things. But then that's also the same money that I can take to build my own life, like buy a house or buy a car or start a business, whatever it is that I want to do. And is it a bad thing to stop? Like, if I'm just like, yo, I love you guys, but like, yes, for the next 2 years, I'm just going to focus on myself. And I see this in a very unique setup where there's a need for black tax, but it's not debilitating. It's not to the point where if there is no said black tech fund, people won't eat. It's very like for families where the parents are fine, they're well off, and for kids who grew up, I want to say comfortable. I'm doing air quotes, but you can't see them, comfortable. And the need for black tech just comes from like a guilt tripping sort of thing. Like, is it okay for children or my people in my age mate to say, I'm just gonna like build my own life and then I'll take care of my family later? Or is the notion that you must take care of your family first and then you can build? Because what, Black, just now you say, if I don't take care of my family, my ancestors, what, they're gonna dribble me, demolish my house, all that drama. So yeah, that's the vibes.
Okay. Right. Just to answer your thing, I'm not a father of my own children, but I am a father in the black sense. But nonetheless, yes, I don't have my very own bundle of joy and precious. Leroy was speaking from a different perspective. Nonetheless, I would say simply to your question, black text should not stop. It should not stop. Um, in the same breath, it should not stop you from living your life and improving your life and building your own life. So, by that saying, it was to be a balance, and you need, therefore, to draw boundaries and understand that with boundaries, particularly when it comes to money and the intermingling of family bonds and things like that, it will not necessarily be easy for various aspects. So, and just another note, 20, 25 past, I'm literally closing. So, this is an intro for us to have this discussion on another day. So, yes, Leroy, I'll give you also opportunity to come high subs. So, it should not end, it should continue, but it also must not stop you and prevent you from building your own life. And I'll say that what we need to have as people who practice, expect, or practice black text, we need to have the conversation around how do we do it effectively. For me, it's counterproductive where one person was the first one to graduate, got a good job, and then now they need to come and give all of their money to take everyone to school, and then after that they pass away without promoting their life. It's a back and forth cycle that never goes anywhere. What we need to do is then say that we take it by stage. Let's have a strategy to this thing as a family. Let's talk to say that great, the opportunity has been there, I've been able to go to school. Most of us, we have opportunity to go to school, this is up to grade 12 for free, so we can deal with that part. But now when we move now into varsity and one is able to go in, get a qualification, get a good job, even if they didn't go to university, whatever the case may be, we should allow this person and this generation to say, let them build. Let them build a life where now our generation, there's at least one generation that is stepping out of poverty, and that generation will begin to do better for the whole line. I think it's a Chinese thing where they say, "Kuti, we plant trees that we will never sit under the shade of." So we need to have those type of communications. So we say, how do we ensure that, okay, we get this one, goes through, the other one helps, maybe one, and then we continue like that, have a discussion, and we can take it from there. The other discussion that needs to happen is, what are the traumas? We spoke about this last time when I was live. What are the traumas that we have, financial traumas that we have as a family? And what can we discuss around how has poverty affected us, and how do we move out of this so that the future generations do not have to suffer what we have suffered. So I think we need to strategize this some more. So I'll stop it here and we go further into it in another day. I'll give Leroy, I'll each give you 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Let's just, and then we fully take it on. Leroy, come through, sir.
Okay, then, so like my thing was, let's actually distinguish between like black taxi, the actual okay, the action of contributing for the better of the family. So so like we really need to know the difference because now some people see black tax say no, actually like you help in the family. Some see it no, you are being manipulated, guys, and like this and this and that. Mare, we can finish it next time. I just want to follow on like read eh.
Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Papa. Thank you, Papa. Sis Noni, do you want to clip into it while we go into...
Yeah, just quickly, I want to say that I think it's important that you do what you are capable of doing. Like, for example, at home, Tina, what we do, like myself and my older sister, because we're the ones that are 7 high. what we did is we just chose, okay, I'm going to take care of this and I'm going to take care of that. So we did that, but according to amandla ethu. Yeah, so but then as time goes on, I think you need to do what is in your heart to do. It mustn't feel like financial abuse. Like just to be practical, for example, I'm staying with my younger sister to help out my mom. That's something that me and my husband, we decided was okay, this is how we are going to help out, because we're trying to break his cycle of ukuthi ingane zingafundi. So as she's staying with us, she's able to go to school, and luckily she's doing the same qualification that my husband did, so she's got that support. That's how we are helping. Not that we have our own plans, we want to go abroad, but we actually can't because we have this responsibility. And there were times where she stayed with my older sister when she was a high school, because my older sister's, the high school is close to her, she needs environment right. So that's how my sister and I are still taking care. But uma uyasebenza. So if she's asking us for monthly money, my sister doesn't give her a cent, I don't give her a cent. But if there's an emergency, we come together, and we support like no one's business. Yeah, but like there was a funeral recently where our grandpa passed away. Nobody had to ask us, because we put that boundary. Monthly, we're done with that, because we are sebenza, she's getting a salary, what is she doing? And we understand, yes, there are lots of responsibilities, because we have 2 other siblings who have children and they are not working, and they are old, but abasebenzi, and they've got kids. So we're not going to do that. We're not going to support them financially. This is how we are supporting. So I think you have to choose how you're going to support, to make peace with that. And there will be times where you'll have to say no and stand on your no.
Thank you so much, Coach. Majozi, 1 minute.
Hey, mina ngizophuma endleleni ke mina. Hayi, mina ngikhuliswanga kanjani. Mina ngizophuma endleleni. So, it's better ngiyibambe, ngimele ilanga lokukhuluma ngoba hayi. Okay, thingibeke kanje KG. Thina ekhaya ubaba nomama basifundisa ukuthi mamela akuna black tax. Mawukhula uyayikhulela uhambe uyenza into yakho. Wakumele ubuye uzonginika imali. Kanti ngokuzaleleni for ukuthi ngibhadale. No. So go and do. So there's one thing ngizophuma endleleni. So rara thingiyithulele kwamanje. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. Sis Noms.
Dade KG, please pass me, because I have direct experience with black tax, and no, please pass me, because
All right, thank you so much, Isnams. Much appreciated. So, what are we agreeing on, guys? Are we tackling it on Thursday when I'm coming through? Are we doing it with tomorrow's session? Let me know. Shayama votes lapo. And with that, I thank you guys. Okay, Leroy says let's save it for Thursday. Say your comments there. Thank you so much, guys. Let's make it 60K Clara before I close. And now point 60K Nyana Fela before I close. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you so much for always, being kind, for always being cordial, not speaking over each other, us understanding, bringing in that knowledge and learning and helping those who need it. So thank you so much, guys. I really, 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 really appreciate it. So we have started on this thing. Nam brought something, talking about people who are having kids but they can't take care of them. Majozi came with this other line. Ariane is gonna go offline. I still want you to go offline on Thursday, sir. Come through, since Noms learn on a direct experience. Since, Coach Noni, hopefully she'll be able to come through on Thursday. Naya on her own experience. Let's explore this. Let's learn, so that we can do better. And with that, I'd like to thank you guys. Come through tomorrow, 10:20. We are listening to Ask a Man again, and then we'll deal with Talk to Me Dwana. And then on Thursday, we are there. Molebo Maps, first time joining this live, thoroughly enjoyed it. Much appreciated. Come back tomorrow, subscribe, do the hard thing, do everything that needs to be done. Thank you so much, guys. We will see you tomorrow. Mtateli.
Sesgolo ke botshelo ba gaetso Jesu ke morena bona ratanang re rateng sentle mare nje berekiseng condom cause go dizi kantle kha. Bye bye.
Ska dlala ka mmele, le ska la dlala ka mmele.
Exactly.